Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first ever Gear Raffle and Review. So, first off, I just want to thank everybody for jumping on this train and this idea I had to do these gear review raffles, and awesomely enough, yeah, we were able to raise enough money in the first month to do our first gear raffle, and today we are going to review and raffle off the Sawyer Squeeze water filtration system. So let's get right into it. Alright there guys, today like I said we're going to review the Sawyer system. And after we're done, and really these reviews are just going to be my opinion on using the product. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of specifics, just my opinion and like some pros and cons, and give you some ideas on whether it's something that you want to purchase. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to do a raffle, and if you were part of the Patreon site and part of the gear raffles, you'll have a chance to win it. So, getting right into it, the Sawyer Squeeze water filtration, in my opinion, is a must-have for any camper. Anybody that's going to do multi-day, or some more than just being able to carry the water. If you're going to have to do some water treatment, this is a great piece of gear to have. It's simple to use, it works well, and it's made of good quality. It's a good quality product. Sawyer does have a Sawyer Mini. This is their normal size water filter. The Sawyer Mini, in my opinion, did work well. We actually had one, but the flow rate is not quite as good. And if you're going to use this for a long period, like if you're through hiking or something like that, without regularly back flushing this and cleaning the system, it'll tend to have a very slow flow rate. I would always suggest having the full size filter, and especially if it's more than one person that's going to use it. They tend to last a lot longer and are just easier to drink out of. You're hot, you're thirsty, this is going to allow you to drink out of it, and much easier than the Mini, where you may have to actually, it's harder to drink out of, and filtering it takes longer. Alright, let's get right into explaining the Sawyer filter. The Sawyer filter is like I said, it's a filter. It's no water treatment, there's no chemicals, there's no nothing. It's a very fine filter that will filter out, I think it's 99% of bacteria. It doesn't filter out viruses, but if you're hiking in the United States, we really don't have a problem with viruses. This is not something that I would go and filter my water if you're going in Mexico or somewhere else where they have problems with viruses. This works well in the United States. To use the Sawyer filter is simple. They most of the time will come with a little Sawyer Squeeze bag, and you fill this up with any kind of water, screw your filter on, and you're good to go. Squeeze it out, drink right out of it. These filters work really well to go on top of a smart water bottle. One thing to always consider when using your Sawyer filter: this seal in here can actually be worn out and not seal. If you're tightening it too much, really all it takes is very little pressure and that will seal. Your first reaction is to tighten it right down. You don't need to, and by tightening it down you can ruin that little gasket in there and it'll leak. So don't over tighten. Another don't to do with your Sawyer filter: do not let it get too cold. The very fine filter in there, if it was to freeze, will break. It says right on the website. It doesn't really say on the packaging, so if you weren't to look into the website and look into the product, you may not realize that if this freezes, it will ruin it. They say there's no way to check to see if it did ruin it, but it's not safe to use at that point. So we've actually had some of ours freeze and had to throw them away and replace them because it potentially breaks the membranes and will allow the bacteria through. One way to kind of work with it is, if you're going to hike where it's going to be cold, keep it in your coat or sleep with it at night, but just make sure that it does not freeze. Along with being able to drink right out of the Sawyer, right out of a smart water bottle, it comes with this little straw that you can plug onto the top of it, dip this right into a stream, and drink right out of the stream. We never really used that feature much. because you have to bend down by it, and if you could fill up a water bottle, it's much easier. But that is an option that you have. Also, it comes with a couple adapters here where you can put this Sawyer right in line with a water bladder. So it'll go right from your water bladder, filter, and you can drink right out of your water bladder in your pack. So that's a really cool option. For this package that I'm raffling off, I bought some extras because I think they are very, very nice to have. There's a little coupler that allows you to attach a water bottle directly in here. You should be able to see and I don't know if I'll be able to zoom in on this or not, but you'll be able to see the coupler. Allows you to attach a water bottle to back flush your system. Just so you know, you can back flush your Sawyer system with a smart water bottle. The little nipple on a smart water bottle will fit right in here and back flush. I think fitting a smart water bottle into your filtration system is the best way to go, and the way that we did it on the trail. But if you're not doing that, this will come with a little adapter. Another great adapter to have is these quick connect hydration systems for your water filtration. So this way, you don't actually have to have your Sawyer in line with your filtration. This is a little quick connect, and I've got a video that I hope I should be able to plug in from us on the trail using it, but it allows you to quickly disconnect your filtration system, hook your Sawyer onto it, filter into your bag. That way your whole filtration system is always clean and does not have any dirty water in it at any time. You're filtering before it goes in. And hopefully maybe I can even put a video up of some of this stuff, or maybe I already have. Power of video editing. So in this little package, we have the Sawyer itself and a couple of these little couplers and stuff, and one of these Sawyer filtration bags. And this is what I'm going to be raffling off today. All right, some pros and cons to the Sawyer filtration system. For one thing, it's not the lightest thing out there. You can just do chemical drops to treat your water, and you're not going to get any lighter than that. So weight is a little bit of a con, but they're super light. So I don't think that's too big of a deal for me. I don't normally worry too much about weight. Another con being that it's a little bit bulky in comparison to some of the other. Not really, but if you wanted to nitpick, that's something that when you're just taking your tablets or your iodine drops or something, I think it's iodine drops, or your drop treatments and stuff, they're definitely going to be smaller. The fact that it can be frozen and be ruined is a turnoff to a lot of people that do winter hiking, because it's inconvenient. But when you're doing winter hiking, a lot of the times it's so cold that your water really, if it's that cold, doesn't really need to be treated. Some of the things that I really just love about the Sawyer filter is it works so well. One thing to always make sure you're doing is back flushing it regularly. I would suggest every night at camp quickly running a bottle of clean water through it. It'll keep your Sawyer working for a very, very long time. If you don't frequently back flush it, the flow rate is going to slow down, and that makes the product not as desirable for me, because you can't just fill up a bottle, tip it up, and drink it very quickly. And when you're hiking long distances or very hot, you want to almost be able to chug water, and with a new filter it gives you that ability, and if you continuously back flush it, it'll keep that desired flow rate. When Sharon and I had finished our thru hike, one of the things that we desired most, because our filter had become a little bit plugged up, was to just be able to drink water as fast as we wanted. And you only get that when you take a Sawyer filter and filter into another container. When you drink right through the filter, you can't, especially if it's a little plugged, you can't drink quite as fast as you'd like. Another thing that I loved about it is the versatility. Between being able to fill into a pack, put it in line with your water system, being able to work onto almost any kind of, you can just get a soda bottle and it'll go right onto the top of there. Being able to grab water, put it on your filter, and hike, because you can drink right out of it. There's no time involved with it. Like a lot of your treatments take 30 minutes to kill off all the bugs. Also, there's no batteries like your little ultraviolet zappers that kill the bugs and stuff. There's no worry about battery life or any of those other things, time and stuff like that. It works effective and quick. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my really quick and brief review of the Sawyer filter. I didn't go into a whole lot of detail. I want to keep these videos pretty short, and please, if you have any other questions on the filter or whatever gear that I'm reviewing, write in the comments below. As a community, we can go over ideas and opinions on this gear. We'll use the comments below as like a little forum for us to discuss this gear. We'll answer more questions. So please, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. But without further ado, we are going to draw the winner of the Sawyer filter. So if you guys are not familiar, this is the first one. Get over to the Patreon site. I'll have the link somewhere in the video, or it'll be in the description, and you can take part in these raffles. And basically, by joining the Patreon site, we fund or pool all of our money together, and we buy gear. I review it and raffle it off to you guys. So if you want to take part in it, head over there and find out how you can get started. There's a little video telling you everything. But right now, I've got all of the members that joined last month that are eligible for this drawing in here. As you guys become members, you get a number. I'm gonna put all the numbers in here. I'm gonna draw a number, and I've got the list. One second. I've got the list over here of the members. So here we are. For the first drawing in the Gear Raffle reviews, we have the winner of the Sawyer filter is, got two, number 6, which is number 6, Stanley Ponson. Stanley Ponson, you are, and this just goes to show he's a $1 member, which means he's only got one chance in here, and he still won. So congratulations, Stanley. You've won yourself a Sawyer filter. I'm going to edit this video up. I'm going to put it up there, and it should be on its way to you right now. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I hope that it was helpful. I hope you liked the review. But remember, these reviews are just my opinion, and if you don't like it, you can go take a hike. Bye-bye. Hello. I never hit record. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm so dumb.